I am back with the second part of our chapter 2, Children at Work from It So Happened for grade 8 student. In the first part, we had seen how Velu, a little boy of 11 years old, ran away from his own village. He came from Kanyakumari to Chennai Central, and why he ran away from his home, that reason also we come to know that his father used to beat him and snatching the money which he and his sisters were earning for the drinking, and so he was, these things were unbearable for him, so he ran away from his home. At Chennai Central, he met with a strange girl. The girl was around his own age. The girl understood that the boy had not eaten from long time and he was hungry. So she promised him to search a food for him, and so she took him to the place where she could get some food for him. They walked a long distance where all the new things come across Velu. He could see the beautiful buildings and the beautiful roads of the Chennai city, and everything was very new, and he kept on following the girl, and finally the girl took him in front of a huge marriage hall, the Raj Rajeshwari Kalyana Mandapam. Till here we had seen in the previous video, right? Now from here we will come to know ahead what was happened with Velu. So when they went over there, he asked the question to the girl that are they going to eat in the marriage hall? So the girl said, come on. She said, are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. So there was a question in his mind that are they going to eat in that marriage hall? Hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile, fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Now, when Velu asked him, are we going to eat in the marriage? Then the girl said, hope so, because she knows it, nobody will allow them to enter in the marriage hall. So she just made fun of the boy that hope so we can get inside. So she took the boy behind the marriage hall, and there was a big huge garbage bin was there, and she led him to over there. Then the scenario was there, the garbage bin was there, and the two goats were standing over there. Flies, house flies were flying over there, and a kind of a dirty smell was coming out over there. Then a cloud of flies burst around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to the Velu. And from that garbage bin, the girl searched out a banana, and that she has given to Velu. Here's your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Now when she gave that banana to Velu, Velu was very shocked, and he asked her, are we going to eat their leftovers? Now in the garbage, the food was thrown away from the marriage hall, which was left over of the people. So the question asked by Velu that are we going to eat these people's leftover? Che, what do you think? I am a dog? I only take untouched food. Here's some more catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with disgust. Now the girl said, what do you think? Am I a dog who will eat like this? I am only taking the untouched food. This is what the girl said. Means the things which is not half eaten, those who are fully thrown away, only that and good quality food she was searching in the garbage bin, and that she said, I am eating only that, not of the half eaten food and thrown away food we are eating. This is what told by the girl. And then she found out a vada, and that she threw towards Velu. The Velu looked at it with distaste. He doesn't want to eat that actually. You could see the picture, how the garbage bin is there, a lot of dirt over there, and how she found out a banana for him. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I will find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You would better eat what you get until you have your own money. Now, by saying this, she said that, come on, hero, do you think I like to eat the things from garbage bin? But she said that I already promised you that I will find out food for you. Then she told him, you purchase the good food whenever you will have your own money. I don't have money to buy food for you, but I searched it for you. So when you will have the money, you can buy a good quality food for yourself. This is what the girl told. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana, which she ate herself. Now, Velu actually he was hesitating because at a village he was eating good quality food made by his sisters, but first time he is eating the food which is searched in the garbage bin. So he was feeling little hesitation, but his stomach asking for the food, and so quickly he gulped down the banana and the vada, and the moment it went into his stomach he felt better. He could have eaten 10 times more than that, means more food he could have eaten, but the problem is that the girl found out only one more banana, and that she had eaten herself. It's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I'm going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. Now, she said to him that it's too early. They might have finished only their breakfast. So if you are still hungry, then you have to wait here. After lunch, you will get some more food. Then she said that I have to go on my work. I can't stay here. And by saying this, she found out through two bottles that she threw into her sack, and she kept on walking. Velu panicked. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her again. Now Velu started thinking, when the girl started walking, Velu started thinking that it's better he should follow the girl, because he doesn't know where exactly he was in which part of the city he is and where he could go after that. So it's better to be with the girl, and so he started walking behind her. Hey, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. Hey, what is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. Now he called her out by saying, hey. Now up till now they had spent a lot of time together, they had together food, but then too he did not know the name of the girl. So he asked her finally her name. She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name, Jaya. So she stopped, she turned back, and she said that up till now you're following me just like that without knowing my name. And by saying this, she said, my name is Jaya. The name of the girl is Jaya. I am not following you. So he said, I am not following you. What then? Who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? So when he said that I am not following you, so the girl again turned back and she said, then who gave you food? So the boy said, can I come along with you? Now he has taken a permission that can I come along with you? Come if you want, this bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. So he asked her, where are you going? She said that, yes, if you want to come, you can come with me, along with me. My bag is filled up fully. Now I have to go home and bring out the another bag. So I am going home. This is what told by the girl. And with that, the second part of the chapter got over. Now in the third part, Jaya and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. We are in Triplicane now. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Now, then they walked almost for half an hour and then they came along with a bridge, and there was a dirty pond of water was there. We are in Triplicane now. She told the area's name, Triplicane, and see, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Now sense of humor of Jaya is very good. There was a canal with a dirty water and she called it Buckingham. Buckingham, all of you know what is a Buckingham. It's a palace actually. Velu stared. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. Now Velu stared at the canal and he asked the girl, is it a canal? Because at his village the canal was with a very heavy gushing water, but here the water was very dirty in the canal. So he asked, is it a canal? And near the canal there were some huts which were made by all the sort of things which could have find out: the paper sheets, then the plastics, then tires, bricks, woods, and tin sheets. Whatever the thing they got, with the help of that, the huts were made. And they all that huts stood crookedly, means so such a way they stood, they were moving literally, and if the air will blow heavily, they could have fall down any moment. Such a way that huts were standing over there. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. Now, he asked the girl, is this the house where you are living? These huts are looking so strange. Then he said that at my village, the houses are made by the mud and the palm leaves. So the huts which were made at his villages, they were made by the mud. The walls were made by mud and the roofs are made by the palm leaves. Huge leaves are of the palm tree. So with that material, the huts were made in his villages. So he found very strange these huts. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. So out of that huts, in one hut she went inside. She kept her sack over there and she brought the another one empty sack outside. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a show. At least help me now. Here, wear this and come with me. Now she came out and she gave a little push to Velu and she said that now let's go. Walk along with me. Then she gave a pair of shoes to him to wear. So she told him, wear it and let's move with me. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hand. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. Now the girl threw a sack and a stick towards him and a pair of old shoes which did not have the laces. Now the Velu was very confused what the girl wanted him to do, which work she want him to do for her, because he knew only two type of work which he had done in the village up till now. That was in the farm of his owner's farm, the work of weeding and taking the cows for the grazing. These two work he could have done. Any other work he had never ever done, and he did not know how to do. So he was a bit confused what work the girl wanted him to do. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. Now you can see how the girl put in front of him the pair of shoes and gave him a sack and a stick. But he asked her that, is there any farm in the city? She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms, there are no farmers here. We are rat pickers. She laughed at the question of the boy. She said, there are no farms and no farmers. We are rat pickers. The first time we come to know what work Jaya was doing. She was doing the work of rat picking. Now what is a rat picker? Rat pickers, see my sack full of things I collected. Now the boy was confused. He asked, rat pickers? So the girl answered him that, see my bag full of things. Now her sack was definitely filled up. But things, which are that things? Collected from where? Asked Velu. And from where you collected all that things? From rubbish bins. Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. Now, whichever the unwanted things we are having at our home, that we are throwing it out in the garbage, and from that garbage the girl is collecting the things and keeping in her sack. This was very strange thing for Velu. First time he had heard about it, and he did not understand for what purpose the girl is collecting the things from the garbage. A. Blockhead. It's not any rubbish. Only paper, plastic, glass, such things we sell it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu. Now she got angry and she said that I'm not collecting all sort of dirty material. I'm just picking up the plastic cups, bottles and plastic sheets, and that she sells out in the Jam Bazaar Jaggu, to the Jam Bazaar Jaggu. Means there was a market where Jaggu is a person who is collecting all this garbage from these rat pickers. Now for what purpose he might be collecting? He is selling out that things to the big companies for recycling. The work of recycling was happening in our country. So for that he was collecting the things from these rat pickers. Velu was puzzled. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? Now he was very confused that people are throwing out the things at the garbage bin, but how could one person purchase the thing collected by the rubbish? That was question in his mind. Who's Jam Bazaar Jaggu? Why is he buying all these things? Velu asked the question to the girl. You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Now she said that, do you think he is buying only for sell or only for show? No, he buys it from these rat pickers to sell out to the factories. Just now I told you these people are selling it to the factory, and that factories are recycling that things. So that was a chain. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Jaya poked at him with her stick. Now Jaya was very in a hurry. She said, I don't have too much time to explain you all the things. I am in a hurry. But Velu was not ready to move. uh, he did not came from the village to work in the garbage bin. He came there to work something good and to earn the money. But now he has to do that thing for the Jaya. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there posing. Big hero, I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Then she said, she pushed him and she said that, see, if we will be late, then we will not able to get anything to collect from the garbage bin. Other people might have reached over there and they might have collect everything and we will not get anything. So she in a way trying to blackmail the boy that don't pose like a big hero here and help me out. And then she reminded him that who filled your stomach? I have done for you some work. Now it is your turn to help me out. Velu scratched his head and sighed. I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. Now Velu was a bit confused that uh, actually he doesn't want to do that work, but now he has to accept as the girl has helped him out. But he accepted that work for for some days. He thought in his mind that I will do this work right now, but whenever I will get a good job, I will leave all these things. And by saying this, he picked up the sack and started walking with the girl. So here we come to know, though he ran away from his village with another work, another dreams, but he completed with another dreams, but unwillingly he has to accept it. And so here we come to know the another story of a rag picker started here. So student, this is how the children become rag pickers without their wish and how they work for themselves. So this is a story. We come to know how children become rag pickers and the work they are doing. So I am ending up my explanation. I hope you understand. And now with this message I am just concluding my chapter that we have to take care of ourselves. We have to be safe at our home and we have to share all the things along with our near one and dear ones instead of running out of the home and accept the thing which we don't want to do. Thank you. Have a nice day.